Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to the class again to the course of IT audit and control. Today, I will present the topics of the IT audit standard that we call COBIT that we will discuss in several discussion topics. Yeah, the first topic is we will introduce and also try to understand how what is the structure of the COBIT, and then the second is what the how the standard of the COBIT is work for IT audit process and works. So for today class, we will discuss deeply about it, and then we will try to understand why COVID is very important for guideline for us as IT or IS auditors to work in the very rigid way and very structured way and very systematic way. As we know that before we previous discussion that in the information system audit or IT audit and control activities, we need to deal about the systematic works and also the process that need to follow the guideline and international standard. So it's very important to understand that the international standard is established for keep the information system auditor still on the right track when he or she work on in this field, and also it's like assurance for us that if we deliver the information system audit works, it will be compliant and also meet the high quality result. So in this case, it's very important to us to understand about it. And the standard is will be our matters, is our concern. And yeah, you need to we all do need to know about how it works and how we can work with it. So our discussion is the first is I would like to introduce what is the COBIT actually, and then why this is important for us, and how what is the structure of the COBIT, and then what is the relation between COBIT and another standard that we also understand that not only just we using the COBIT, but also we also use another standard for supporting the good IT or IS audit works. Yeah. So I would like to share the presentation for you. Okay. So before we talk about COVID, I think we need to know about the standard and guideline and best practice. Actually, is the purpose is to be our guideline for work with the audit processes, and also the second is to ensure that we have a fully completed documentations or evidence that we need to collect during the IT audit works. And then also the standard is came from the best practice in the operation of IT in the world, based on many cases, and also from the several company that already established the good standard in their IT implementation. And the information system audit is also be the communication tools between information technology peoples, businessmen, and also the auditor itself. So you can imagine that one, if we need to understand the current situation or the last year situation in the audit things, we need to understand about and we need to read the audit report in the previous years, for example. So if we doesn't have the same standard, it's very difficult to understand what happened in the previous years. Yeah, and so we need to deal about it. And then, of course, it's very important to ensure that the capacity and the competencies of auditor is still on the right level, and then still have the capability to do the audit process. And also, this is very important because information system auditor need to be integrative people, and then need to have a strong ideology. So we need to have a code of ethics standard, and when we do the audit processes. So actually, the COBIT is consists of best practices in the information technology and information system uh, implementation and operation. Yeah, so the main focus of COBIT is in the three layers. The first layer is IT processes. This is consists of several processes or operating procedure that we need to do when we operate and implement the information technology. And then we also need the IT management processes. This is more managerial side of the when we implement the information technologies, and then also the IT governance process, or we call it the to govern or to a role of the IT that we need to implement in the company on the organization. So because COBIT is focused on the process management and governance processes, so it's mean COBIT is not deal with the technical side of the information technology implementation, which is like, for example, the selection of the operating system or the selection of the technology architecture that they try to choose for establish to support the current business, for example. But the most important thing of the IT process of COBIT itself is how the organization or do the selection process of the IT architecture. Why they choose to go to the, for example, to big data architecture, for example, or why they go to the web and so on. So the reason, the process, and the decision that they made is will be the object of our assessment. So to understand about the COVID, you need to understand about where is the come from of the COVID. Yeah, COVID is come from the several is the interpretation or in the of of the other standards. Yeah, in the top of level of the standard, we have two sides to how we think about the information technology operation or implementation, that we believe that the most important thing of information technology implementation is about to increase, to enhance the performance. So in this case, it's business goals. So what was, no matter what our selection of the IT strategies that we choose, for example, the most important thing is to achieve the business goals. Yeah. So in here is the information technology selection very need to be compliant and related with the business goal of the company. So this is the first thing that we need to understand about the performance of the business goals. So it doesn't matter you try you implement the current state of the information technology, for example, the current update and so on. But the most important thing is when we use that one, it is we have a belief and we have ensure that the business goal will be achieved or not. And the second is conformance. Conformance is like on the compliance side. Yeah. So in the especially industry, we well known about several standard that we need to comply when we do the business. One the first is like a Basel 2 or second is actually X. Yeah, so it is two of the international standard that we need to comply for ensuring that the company or organizations have capability to in the international standard. So it's very important. So in the performance, especially we using the balance scorecard standard to comply with the to ensure that company is work in the right position. So this balance scorecard is like the standard and every company to know about the a lot of matters in the company, like for operation, human resources, management, business, and also the financial aspects. Yeah. The another thing is when in the conformance, we have a very specific standard that we call it the TOSO. This is TOSO is like the current standard for internal our internal control standard. So it's mean the company have capability to understand themselves in the internal organization. So they have several parameters to get the information or to get the standard on the internal control. And based on the balance scorecard and the JOSO, we merge into one standard in the information technology governance, yeah, that we call it the COBIT, or control objective in information technology. So it will be mostly discussed about the three component that previous I shared to you, which is IT processes, IT management, and also the IT governance. So this is the important things of our discussion. So you need to understand that it means also have you know the view that COBIT came from the performance business goals and also from the conformance. So the deal between these two standard that we have a balance scorecard and JOSO, it will be a COBIT. And COBIT will be helped and supported by several or more small standard that more specific for very specific matters, which is ISO standard from the operation, security, and etc. So that will be the current standard. Yeah.
Dia belum mama. Ini baru bangun. Ini buku-bukunya tak kumpul. Bawa turun nih. Tak ngambil. Soal-soalmu.
Terus tadi B.
Kayak masnya. Paling obat cek gula sama ini bagus, tandinya juga bagus. Dokternya tangan dikonek. Salah satu obat aspirat itu kan pengencer darah. Pengencer darah itu emang efeknya banyak lambung.
Oh.
Tapi karena bapak itu emang pasca stroke itu memang wajib minum. Maka biasanya diambil darahnya buat gula. Agak banget tuh mas nutunya. Didorong-dorong lah. Tapi bapak itu darahnya unjuk akeh.
Nggak encer ya?
Kayak unjuk kan nanti berbotol-botol gitu. Itu juga apa yang dokternya ya ini memang salah satu makanya air putih itu penting banget ini sih ya. Banyak banget.
Ini mandi nih.
Efeknya kurang minum ini.
Oke, tak lanjut kuliah.
Unjuknya dari tahu sendiri botol-botol terus didorong-dorong gitu darah. Kita unjuknya starting rela ngono, kan?
Tuh nih, minum dulu nih. Bahaya nih.
Silakan ya.
Saya tak lanjut kuliah dulu.
Ya. Kita dulu tak kemarin nonton.
after we know about the best practice standard that, for example, is using the ISO standard for security, operation, and quality assurance that commonly used for supporting the best practice of the IT operation and implementation. So we know we can use for supporting the general standard that we using the COBIT. Yeah. And yeah, of course, because the COBIT and ISO is still work in the in the general standard or international standard. Sometimes we need to implement the standard into our environment. For example, in Indonesia, so we need to have the procedures. We have the security principle and also the information technology infrastructure library, or we call it the ITIL. So that would be the current standard. So based on this picture, we can understand that the the structure of the information system audit and control standard is not only just copied but also supporting and also translate the global standard that we know about the business goal, that will be balance scorecard, and also the conformance from the Basel II and Sarbanes-Oxley Act that will be implemented in the JOSO standard and go to the COBIT. And then the COBIT itself will be supported by several ISO standards, and also will be also supporting by the procedure, security principle, and ITIL. So as information system auditors and control, so we need to deal about this standard to to have a full complete guideline and standard for our works. So this is very important for us, yeah, to know about it. So, and of course, because it's very difficult to understand and then to capture, and also to to have a lot, to have a deep knowledge on every standard. So yeah, of course, that's why the information system auditor and control is always the people have a very long time experience, and also have several concern have a deep understanding about the standard itself. So in the first career, for example, you need to know about it, and then you can learn from the in the university, or maybe in the certification program and so on. But the most important thing is when you face the uh, the project, for example, the information system audit project, and then you need to implement this standard. So every project in every organization and company will be different use case. So you need to always to update and then understand about the business matter for it. So this is the important things of the standard. Yeah. This is the our first session when we discuss about the standard. Hopefully you clearly understand about the how the COBIT came, and then how it's worked for as one of the integrative and complete standard for auditors.